Some people seem to be born naturally optimistic. It's their nature to see the bright side. I'm not one of those people, but I do consider myself a reformed pessimist. Some days I'm more reformed than others. My reformation began with a conscious decision to become better. I learned that science has proven that we learn more quickly, have better relationships, and achieve more when we have a positive mindset. For example, salespeople that tend to think more positively have 37% higher sales than their counterparts. But how do we harness the power of our brain for greater success when we're going through a bunch of hard life stuff and things in our business are just not unfolding the way we want? I'm going to share 3 quick and proven methods. The first idea is to keep a gratitude journal. Now, it doesn't matter if you use a digital journal on your phone or a notebook. Every day, write down at least 3 things that you're grateful for. Here's why it works. Our minds can only focus on so many things at once. So maybe you've heard about that Harvard University experiment in which subjects were told to watch a video of people passing a basketball and to keep count of the number of times one team passed the ball. The video began, and after a few minutes of basketball passing, a gorilla strolled into the middle of the action. He turned, faced the camera, and pounded his chest, and then he walked out. He was on screen for 9 seconds, and yet only half of the people that were counting passes saw the gorilla. This experiment revealed that we miss what is right in front of us when our brains are focused on something else. So if we are focused on the hard and the bad, we don't see the positive things, even if they're happening all around us, and even often when they're right in front of us. We just don't see them. A gratitude journal flips that. It turns our focus to what is going right. It trains our brains to look for the good. I experienced this firsthand when I decided to stop telling my husband anything negative about my business. I knew he was still going to ask me about my parties, so that meant that when I had a party flop, I had to dig deep and find something good that came from it. Let's just say I got a lot of practice at that. Over time, that way of thinking became the default, and I automatically saw the good in even disappointing circumstances. It became my natural way of thinking. Make a gratitude journal part of your morning or bedtime routine. I keep my journal next to my bed so that I can see it every day and it prompts me to write in there. Another way we can impact our mindset is to read inspirational books. Books about relationships, books about success, about leadership. This gives us the opportunity to learn from experts and greats in ways that can not only change and grow our businesses, but also change our lives. In fact, I can't think of a business book I've read that hasn't also taught me things that I've applied to my personal or family life. Regularly immersing ourselves in books by the greats is sort of like surrounding ourselves with business gurus to draw strength and inspiration from. Reading a business book, this one in fact, was the catalyst for huge growth in my personal business and team. The third strategy for turning around our mindset so that we can get out of a funk is to serve others. Focusing on how we can serve others means that we have to stop focusing on our worries and frustrations. Remember, we can't be focused on both at the same time. This can help us break a negative thinking cycle we're in. Serving all others helps us see things from another perspective, and quite simply, it makes us feel good, because helping activates the pleasure centers in our brain. I found that when I am most frustrated, doing a book drive for a cause I'm passionate about, or providing value for the people in my VIP group, or reading to my kids, or even just visiting an elderly neighbor, all can bring me joy and put me in a place where I can turn my thinking around and start seeing what's going right. The impact of a gratitude journal, inspirational reading, and serving others builds up over time. I encourage you to set aside a few minutes each day for gratitude, learning, and service. Make it a habit, make it part of your daily routine so you can experience the happy effects in your business and life.